Caliel was only 3 weeks old when he died, but he could have lived. Problems started just 48 hours after being born. He turned blue and was rushed to the Royal London Hospital.
8 doctors and nurses working on him and, putting tubes here and doing tests. So at that point, we were not told a lot, I think, for about half an hour. They just told us that they were trying to monitor his blood sugar levels, that his blood sugar levels had dropped dangerously low. I was just scared at that point. I didn't really know what was happening. I think I remember very early on thinking that I was going to lose my baby.
But after a week in intensive care, Caliel was discharged. Sabrina thought her son's life had been saved. In fact, it was the actions of the medical staff at the Royal London that sealed his fate. 2 weeks later, he fell unconscious.
He was very limp and his head was hanging forward. And when I looked at his face, there was blood coming from his nose. And I just remember screaming for my mum, just screaming for her.
Caliel was taken to a different hospital. Sabrina says she pleaded with the doctors to save her son, but his heart couldn't be restarted.
He said that he didn't make it. He tried everything that he could do, and he didn't make it. So that was a really, really hard time. And my life just fell apart from that moment. It just fell apart.
An inquest concluded Caliel's death could have been avoided if the Royal London Hospital had acted on the results of tests it took days after his birth.
A week before he died, they were aware of those test results and I wasn't contacted. And you hear something like that and it's devastating because a week, even if it was a day, something could have been done, but a whole week to know that that vital information that could have saved his life, that probably would have saved his life, was just sitting there.
Sabrina has since had another son. She wants Kyrie to know about his big brother. But more than that, wants the Royal London to guarantee it will make changes to protect other children in its care.
I just can't begin to imagine what Sabrina has been through. You said there that she wants some changes at the Royal London Hospital. Have they done that?
They say they have. I mean, first of all, they said to me today that they apologised unreservedly for the failings that led to the death. They've also made some changes. So these include making sure that all clinical tests for babies are looked at before they're discharged from hospital. They're also saying that the laboratory will look at the important tests much more rapidly and flag up anything that looks abnormal. And also anything that relates to glucose, or blood sugar, that would have been important in this case, will be looked at by a consultant, so a senior doctor, before they're discharged. So they've made those promises, but Sabrina wants more guarantee and also some updates throughout to make sure those things are happening.
OK, Toby, thanks very much.